Well, after 8 of the longest months of my life, we are officially so pathetic as a country that Secretary of State Marco Rubio is now taking direct orders from Laura Loomer. Even worse, the orders that he's taking from her are guaranteed to result in the deaths of innocent disabled children. How very Christian of us, America! On Saturday, the White House announced that it will block visas granted to critically injured children who desperately need to come to the United States for medical care. The only reason that they are blocking these visas is because the children are Palestinian. But just in case you've been living under a rock for the last 2 years, a reminder that basically all of the children who are critically injured in Gaza right now were injured by bombs bought and paid for by the United States. So we literally supplied the weapons used to blow these children into pieces, and now we're refusing to even grant them access to medical care. And before some ignorant, fake Christian nationalist stumbles into my comments to try and argue that American taxpayers shouldn't have to cover the cost of said medical treatment, first, yes, the we should. We are literally the reason they are now permanently disabled. But second, don't worry, you selfish little demon. American taxpayers aren't paying for jack shit. The medical care was being covered by an Ohio-based nonprofit and donations given by people who, unlike you, might actually make it inside the pearly gates someday. Oh, and there is literally zero reason for concern that these children might overstay their visas. They all intended to travel to Egypt to rejoin their families once their medical care was completed. Because in case you haven't noticed, America isn't exactly the go-to destination for folks looking to escape tyrannical regimes any longer, for obvious reasons. I know that the current administration's demonic choir gets real tired of being compared to 1940s Germany, but I think it's worth reminding folks that America has a history of refusing visas for innocent children. And typically, that refusal usually ends up being a pretty shameful stain on our moral fabric as a nation. In closing, Laura Loomer, Marco Rubio, and any person who can look at these innocent little faces and still justify leaving them to die.